everybody. Welcome to the podcast. My name is Joe Adams. This is my inaugural podcast. I'm here with...
Nana.
So my Nana's here for the first episode of the podcast. Nana, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a Nana to 8 wonderful grandchildren. I live in Sandwich, Mass.
Okay, let's stop right there. Do you really want them to know where you live? Whatever.
I really don't care.
Okay, continue.
I have 3 wonderful children, and
One of them being my mother.
yes, one of them being Joseph's mother.
The most disliked
and
one.
He has a wonderful dog named Quincy. But I have, my other children have, one of my children has 3 dogs and 3 kids.
And you're boring. Okay, so... All right. She's dying laughing. Okay, I want to first start with... Did you notice over there on the counter there was juice coming out of the banana?
No, I
I
did not.
thought you spilled your coffee, and I was going to blame you for that.
No.
Okay, well, I threw it away.
You threw the banana away?
Yeah, it was a half banana. Hannah cut it the other day to make banana bread
Oh,
or
that
something.
wasn't my banana then.
No.
Because my banana's in the white bag over there, and I'm going to have that for breakfast tomorrow.
It's been sitting out.
In the
Shouldn't
bag.
you leave it in the fridge? Or
No,
do
you
not?
don't put bananas in the refrigerator, Joseph.
I've never had a banana in my life. Funny story, 7th grade, my science teacher had me peel a banana for her. I peeled it the wrong way.
How could you peel the banana the wrong way? There's only one end. There's 2 ends. Either end works. Anyhow.
Okay, yeah, she got mad at me. Let's talk about the day. So you were describing this to me earlier. What did we do today?
Well, today we had our breakfast, and I had wonderful waffles made by Joseph.
Those were good.
They were very, very good. Thank you very much, Joseph.
Let me say what happened in the morning. Nana burnt her toast.
But I love burnt toast.
But it was black, literal black, like blacker than black, how black these microphones are, which they're black microphones. Okay, and then what happened?
And then after breakfast, we kind of sat and watched TV for a little bit, checked on the news and so forth, and the news of the day. And then Joseph's aunt called my daughter Patty, and she was on her way over. We were going to sit by the pool. When she came, the clouds. And when she came, the clouds came. So we sat in the house and we played a couple of games, Speak Out and Apples to Apples.
Yeah,
And
Nana's new favorite game.
that's a very good game, lots of fun. And then we just kind of watched the 12 o'clock news, and they said the sun wasn't going to come out till 3. So Patty and her daughter decided they were going to go home. And they were probably at the end of the street, and the sun came blasting
I would
out.
say farther than the end of the street, but okay.
Okay.
Little exaggeration.
Little exaggeration.
Hyperbole.
And then Joseph and I went outside. I brought my book. He brought his book. We sat out there. We read our books. Got some rays.
Yeah, because Nana really needs rays, because she's pale. As our intruder just said, let's talk about the intruder who just came in.
Well, we just had a knock on the door, and it was quite frightening because it's 9 o'clock at night in a very dark neighborhood.
Yeah, so we're sitting here. I mean, sorry, Nana, the podcast took a long time to set up. I need the perfection. And let's quickly, before I continue, I'm sorry if the audio isn't the best. You know, I go with what I go with. I got these 2 mics off Amazon for $40. If you watch the vlog, you'll see that. Nana, do you watch the vlog?
No, I'm sorry, Joseph,
Okay.
I don't.
Well, that's enough said, because you're mean, Nana. Karen walks in. Karen Andrews, she's a friend of ours. What did she want? Oh.
She was looking for a key.
She got locked out of her house or something. I was scared. As soon as the doorbell goes off, Quincy yaps and yaps. She freaks out. Nana expects me to go to the door. She looks at me with wide eyes wider than I don't even know what. And I just went to the door, and she was there looking through the window. So that was our intruder.
And we let her in, believe it or not.
Yep, and we couldn't find the key. I feel bad for her.
We showed her all the stuff for the party that's coming up. Probably shouldn't have done that.
Which party?
The August 4th party.
Oh, yeah, we don't want to say the name of it because my mom will flip.
I know,
If
because
you're not
now she knows all the things that are going to happen.
Yeah, if you're not invited to the August 4th party, I'm sorry. You're just not...
We'll give you the address later if you want it.
Oh, my God, Nana. All right, that's creepy. So, and then after we did the laying out in the sun, because Nana really needs the rays, we went to a restaurant. I'm not going to name the restaurant because you might look it up and find the town we're in. You might already know from the earlier vlogs. How was that?
That was very good.
I mean, what'd
how
you
was
get?
what? I got veal parm, which was excellent. I was kind of going between that and some fish, but I realized I was in an Italian restaurant, so I might as well go with the Italian food.
Well, the restaurant, we'll call it Restaurant X. Restaurant X was not an Italian restaurant. It was a seafood restaurant.
No, it's not. Do you know the name of the restaurant?
Don't say it, or we're
I
going to
won't
get tracked
say it,
down.
but I will tell you later.
I know the last name was there, but the whole point of it, it's on the water. It's an Italian. No, it's a seafood restaurant. Whatever, we're not fighting on this right now. And then I drove home. Was I a good driver?
He was excellent. He drove over to his Uncle Johnny's house first, and then we stopped there for a minute, and then he drove all the way back, and it was quite a distance.
Now, yeah, that was like 40 minutes.
He did quite a good job. Practice for tomorrow.
Yeah, I have a driving hour tomorrow. What was I going to say? Nana's looking at the TV, at the weather.
I'm checking the weather.
Does it look good tomorrow?
Looks like a wonderful day.
Yeah. I was going to say, when I was driving, there was a yellow light. You want to talk about that? Because I was pretty scared. You weren't very scared, but...
No, but I mean, Joseph was moving along, and then the light turned yellow, and kind of like a little bit, his head kind of... He was probably thinking of something else, thinking about how he was going to get me to do what I'm doing right now.
I don't think I was thinking about that. It's just, I think as a very unexperienced driver, I know I'm probably very good.
He is an excellent driver.
Not to toot my own horn, but for what I've done driving-wise, the hours I've put in, I think I'm pretty good, even though I haven't driven that much.
So getting back to the yellow light, he stopped, but he was a little bit over what you would call the yellow line. But there was no problem there. He could have either continued through.
The line white.
He could have continued through.
I know, but I didn't want to go
but
through
he
yellow
didn't
light.
want to, so he was very cautious, and he stopped at the yellow light.
Cautious, okay.
Cautious.
What's the matter? Oh, she's dying. Are you live? Okay. So you can laugh. It's okay. That'll make people laugh too.
Oh, I can hardly wait. This is going to be on Channel 4 tomorrow.
Yes.
I could be good on a...
Don't you like this? This is my first one, and I already feel really good about this.
I do too, so I'm the first.
We should make a series of this.
No.
Okay. Well, I was going to say every week we could meet, but she doesn't like her grandchildren, especially me. Let's talk about
that. Is not true.
Let's talk about the scratch ticket last night. So, if you watch the vlog, it just got uploaded about an hour ago at 8 o'clock. Well, it got uploaded on YouTube, Nana. So, now she rolled her eyes. If you didn't watch it, basically I had a fake lottery ticket from a while ago, and I was like, I put a poll on my Instagram story. I said, should I give this to my Nana? And about 40 of you said yes, and 6 of you said no. And I said, well, majority rules. So I gave it to Nana, and there wasn't much of a reaction because I didn't play it up because I didn't want to really make you think you got the 10,000. But also at the same time, I need some good vlog footage. So I kind of, you know what a vlog is? It's a video log.
Yes.
You know I make those, or you kind of know?
Oh, I kind of know because every time I turn around, you got a camera in front of my face.
And you say, get that
thing out of here.
camera.
Get that beep away from me.
Oh, wait, actually, I have a clip right now I can play. Let's listen to Nana.
Me.
What?
Don't take a picture of me with
I'm not taking a picture of you with your hair like that. I'm going to look up a memory on my Snapchat. It was Thanksgiving. And Nana was pretty angry that I had a camera on her. Let's listen to this clip right now of Nana. She's coughing in it, but it'll loop. It'll loop. Oh, yep, Nana loves the cough. Here we go. Ready, Nana? She's dying laughing. Here we go.
Joseph, put that freaking phone away. Joseph, put that freaking phone away. Joseph, put that freaking phone away.
All right, so obviously Nana was a little heated after her big Thanksgiving dinner. I mean, tension seemed to come out at her Thanksgivings. That's enough said about that. But yeah, she got really angry, and I mean, she was laughing after, but I
was laughing after, yes, it was funny, but I mean, enough is enough, you know? How much do you want, when you're 76 years old, how many times do you want to be on TV in front of people? Because Joseph shows all his friends my pictures.
But they like it, Nana. They like it, and they say you're like a savage and that you're cool. In this podcast, people will love it because they see a side of you that they don't usually see. Instead of you being a hidden camera and not talking, now you're directly talking to the audience.
Now I'm directly talking.
Yeah, the friends love it. on Easter, I had you with a couple of beers. I mean, you were just holding me, didn't drink them.
Yeah, because I don't drink beer.
She
I was-
drinks a lot of wine.
I was.
Shall we bring up the lemon drop martini in Florida last year, or should we not?
No, we shall not.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to something else.
She got a little drunk. Okay, I actually have a talking point. You can talk about it or you don't have to.
All right,
How did you and Grandpa meet? Because I've never heard this story.
Grandpa and I,
Were you
we
high school
met.
sweethearts?
We what?
Were you high school sweethearts?
Yes, we were. I was a sophomore in high school, and Grandpa was a senior.
Oh.
And during February vacation,
Love February vacation.
Grandpa belonged to one parish in North Randolph, and I belonged to another parish. I know I'm mentioning towns, but who cares?
I just made the face when she said the Dolph because she grew up in the hood.
I grew up in the hood. And we went on a ski trip up to New Hampshire. And all day long, everybody was skiing, everybody was having a good time, and at the end of the day, we all went back to this lodge to have dinner, and there was music, and people were playing pool, and it was just everybody laughing and talking. And when the music started, I decided to go over and ask Grandpa to dance.
Ooh.
And he did. He said yes.
So if she had never done that, I might not be here, folks.
And on the way home, we were all on the same bus, but I really couldn't sit with them because I had to sit with who I rode with, which were my girlfriends.
Usually no one follows the rules. Nowadays, you know what? Kids are spoiled. Sorry to interrupt.
Yes, we always followed rules back in those days. I don't know what happened to the generation today. But
Nowadays, kids just go with what they want.
so anyway, when he got home, he told me afterwards, because he called me a couple of days later to see if I would like to go to the movies.
Ooh.
And he told me that he told his parents when he got home that he met the girl he was going to marry. Lo and behold, we did
It was
get
another
married.
woman. Oh, okay.
It was,
Sorry.
and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Wow, that was a nice story. I first met oh wait, nobody likes me. All right, so let's talk about my exercise because if you don't know, I do track. Nana does squats. She was just doing squats in the corner waiting for HQ. I didn't run today, and I'm a little mad about that because I usually run. I got to get into the swing of things. You got to go to bed? Nana, how long have we been doing this? 10 minutes. We got
15. You told me it was going to take 10 minutes.
I was joking. It's going to be more like 20 to 30.
Oh, Joseph, come along
Okay,
now.
20. Come along
Let's
where?
go. Come
Okay.
on. Speed it up.
Just 20 minutes, Nana. Okay? Just 20 minutes of quality. I need to put out a podcast. And this is great, okay? We're getting to know each other better. It's good content for people.
We're getting to know each other better. I've known you for 17 years.
I'm 16, Nana.
Well, I've known you for 17 while your mother was carrying you in her belly.
Okay. That's creepy. So, do you want to say why you're here today on this weekend? Like, do you want to explain that?
Well, Joseph's parents and his sister, who is going to Fairfield University.
Oh my God, Nana. Are you kidding me?
What?
Nobody wants to know that. Now all the creeps on the internet are going to... All they have to do is look her up because...
Delete this whole thing then.
I'm not at this point,
All right, they're
Nana.
not going to look her up. But anyways, her parents and
she's going to
sister went
Fairfield.
away for a
Very
weekend
good
to
university.
orientation. And now Joseph is 16 years old and does not need a babysitter by any means.
I literally called my mom and said, Mom, I really don't need Nana here.
So
It's
I
okay."
suggested that we FaceTime every hour. But his mother thought it would be better if I came right to the house.
You know Suzanne the Tyrant.
And she makes you feel guilty, so I
This
said,
is literally the fights in my house every day.
I guess I'll come,
Because she hates me.
No, I don't. I love him to death.
That's
He's my
nice.
youngest grandson, by the way. So I came, and we hung out last night, and he worked. I went and picked him up at his store where he works. I've never been there before. And then we went and got some sandwiches for dinner, and we came home, and we watched a little TV, and then we went to bed. And Quincy, their dog, jumped up and slept with Nana last night.
Isn't that cute, huh?
Isn't that nice? And today's I told you all about today, and it's the end of today, and it's almost time for me to say goodnight to everyone.
Nana, you just got to keep pushing with this podcast, okay? Well, look, I've already run out of talking points. I thought we'd be talking for a little longer, but that does not mean we're going to stop now. We're going to keep this thing going. We're going to keep talking. So while I look up some good other talking points, you're going to entertain the audience with stuff about you. Go ahead.
I have nothing to say about me.
Talk about the 4th of July and why.
Oh, the 4th of July.
What's the controversy over that? Why are people calling? What's the problem?
There is no problem over it. We have 4th of July every year at the same place. There's usually, I'm going to say, we've been doing the 4th of July probably since my oldest daughter was probably 3 years old. So, and she is much older now. We have been doing it the same place for all those years, and right about now we probably have a grand total of 80 people that come with the kids and the little kids and the littler kids, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger every year. But it's a wonderful time, a wonderful day with family and friends, and we just have to pray for good weather.
Oh, you done? I fell asleep. Okay, so sorry, Nana, that was mean, wasn't it? I pulled up some factor crap questions here. Do you know what factor crap is?
No.
Factor crap is a game where you have to decide whether the statement is fact or crap. So I'm going to look up some questions here.
And I'm going to get up and go to bed in 5 minutes.
Oh, I thought you were going to count down from 5. Okay, good. All right. So let's see. I'm looking up some factor crap questions here. I used to play this in 8th grade with my teacher at the end of class.
You played games with your teacher? No wonder, and you're such an amazing student.
Is that an insult?
What?
Nothing. Okay, here we go. Fact or crap? Black olives are grown in warmer climates than their green cousins.
Fact.
Crap. You're wrong. The only difference between a green and a black olive is their level of maturity. So, obviously, you're less mature than me. Okay. There is a city called Rome on every continent. Fact or crap?
Crap.
0 for 2. It's fact. And with that, I'm going to Rome. That was the little punchline after the joke. Fact or crap? The strongest muscle in proportion to its size in the human body is the tongue.
Fact.
Correct. Fact is correct. So the tongue is the strongest muscle in the... Oh, proportionally. Okay. Venus is the second planet from the sun. Do you remember the little saying? My very excellent mother just served us nachos.
No, I never heard that saying.
That's how you memorize the order of the planets.
Really?
My Mercury, very Venus, so Venus is the second from the sun. Excellent, Earth, we're the third from the sun. Mother, Mars, that's why we're trying to get to Mars, because it's close to us. Just, Jupiter. Served, Saturn. Us, Uranus. What did I say? Nachos? Neptune. Or it used to be 9 pizzas. Neptune, Pluto. But Pluto's no longer a planet. Do we know why? No. What else could we talk about? That factor crap got really boring.
Yeah, I think it's almost time to
No, it's
close
not.
out.
Now she's mouthing to me. Please, let's go.
I'm begging.
5 more minutes, all right,
No,
Nana?
no.
Nana, please.
Joseph, come on, I'm serious. I'm getting serious.
She's getting serious. She's getting angry. She just said, Are you actually getting angry?
Yeah, I don't want to do this anymore.
You were up till 10 last night, and the TV was wicked loud with gunshots, and I was scared that someone was actually outside. So, what else can we talk about here, Nana?
Tomorrow I have to go have my blood pressure taken. Can you
Oh,
imagine
yeah.
how high that's going to be after tonight?
That makes me feel great.
Joseph's going for his driving, and I have to leave in the morning to go have my blood pressure checked, and then I will have that done, and then I will go back to my home where I live.
And you'll be happy because Joseph will
Over
be...
the bridge. But I didn't say what bridge.
But you said sandwich earlier.
Oh, yeah.
So do police cars, for people listening in other parts of the country, do police cars really drive around saying sandwich police?
On their car? Absolutely.
Well, that sounds pretty silly, doesn't it?
It
Sandwich
does.
police.
I used to have a friend, God rest his soul, that used to call me up and ask me how are things going in ham and cheese.
Okay. That's not very funny, but
What do you mean? It's a sandwich, ham and cheese.
I understand it's a sandwich. I didn't think it was funny.
Well, he did.
I don't. Okay. No, I'm kidding. I got a story for you. You got to... Okay. This is a little segment called...
I'm breaking out knives.
Oh, she's itching. She's getting nervous. Last segment here is called Story Time. I share a story. You share a story. That's how it works every time, okay? Say it with me. I share a... You got to say it with me.
Just say it and do it.
I
Share a story, and you share a story.
I got a story. While I tell my story, it's always pre-planned in my head. This one wasn't really, but I got it. You tell a story. You got to think of your story in your head to tell, okay? But also listen to my story because it makes me feel
It's
good
very
about
hard
myself.
at my age to be doing two things like that at the same time.
You can tune me out.
Tell the story.
Okay, so this has to do with the restaurant X we went to this time. It was the restaurant we went to tonight, which is funny that I'm telling the story. We went to this restaurant X, and there's an old woman over at another table. I don't know if I've ever told you this. I told many, many, many of my friends. It's a very great story. It might be the title of the podcast because it's just a good story. There's an old woman, a little older than you, and she has all her grandchildren and children there. It's like a family reunion type thing, a long table at the Bridgeway. That's okay. I said the name of the restaurant. Who cares? At the Bridgeway. And she's eating. She's pretty old. I mean, yeah, she's pretty old. Like, she'll probably die within the next 10 years. But she didn't die within the next 10 years. We look over. She's face down in the pasta bowl. She dies that night. This is not a joke. Did I ever tell you this?
Yes, I think I did hear this story before, Joseph.
Well, those of you listening are probably shocked. Yes, a woman died at the Bridgeway when we went. It was crazy. My mom just said she fell asleep. I found out years later she actually died. They
In
took
her
out-
pasta bowl.
Yeah. They take her out
And
on...
to think I had pasta tonight.
Oh, yeah, you're next, Nana. You're going to die for my pranks? So she's dying.
Hurry up.
She goes, hurry up. You got to get close to the microphone if you want to say that. So, and then the stretcher takes her out, and we're just watching like it's a TV show. No one gets up. If it was today's world, what would I do, Nana? Probably take a picture, right? Or a
Oh,
video.
absolutely. Joseph would be taking a video of the whole
I'd
thing.
be cracking up. I mean, I say it's a funny story. The word funny can be used in many ways. Funny like haha, or like funny like funny.
How could that really happen?
I don't know.
But it's true, I'm sure, because I
It
did
was
hear
crazy.
it before.
And you know what happened? Some guy goes, "That's the second time that's happened to me." Isn't that insane? That happens to someone twice in their life. They see someone die in a restaurant. He's next, probably.
I hope he wasn't there tonight.
Oh, I know. Wait, why?
He could have been.
He might have witnessed a third one. You could have died.
We could have been reading about something tomorrow in the paper.
Maybe.
You never know.
I'm a little confused, but now I share a story, you share a story. What's your story, if you have one?
What's my story? I don't really have one. My life is a story.
What's like a crazy story from your childhood or from recent years? Anything fun happened to you? Anything crazy? Like anything? That sandwich.
Well, I have a wonderful job
Oh, let's talk
at a
about
nice place.
that. Yeah, we need to say where.
We're not saying where because
say-
I don't want to be stalked.
Yeah. Because everyone's gonna stalk Nana. Ask for selfies, ask for autographs. You're like the star of the town we live in. All my friends say, "Wow, your Nana's a savage. I wish mine was as cool as her." That's true though, Nana. You're awesome.
I know I'm just a savage grandmother.
Yep.
So yeah, I have a nice job. I have a number of wonderful friends, and I have the best family ever.
It's very spicy at that job because there's a lot of spicy stories that come out.
Yeah, it's kind of like a reality show there
It's
sometimes.
like Jerry Springer. You are not the father, right? Wasn't that one of the things?
You are not the father, but then guess what? You are the father.
He was the father?
He was the
We're
father.
not going to say who. If you're listening, somehow, if you've stumbled upon this, we're sorry we're talking about it. We won't say your name.
All right. On this note,
All right,
now it is
yeah.
25 minutes past 9.
When do we start?
9 o'clock,
About
and I
9?
think I am going to about say good night, good evening. This was a wonderful thing I did.
Okay.
I hope Joseph appreciates it.
2 more things.
Yes.
It won't be very long. Number 1, we got to come up with a catchphrase to end the podcast. We got to come up with this right now. And number 2, you got to do two things for me. Number one, take a selfie, and number two, sign it. I'm going to do this with all my guests
We're
and make
not
a big
taking
wall.
any selfies tonight, Joseph.
You just take a no. We're going to take a. Okay, every guest on this show will be able to take a selfie with me, and they sign it, and I'm going to make a big wall of all my guests. And I really want it to come true. So, what's our signature catchphrase? We can come up with it a new one every time, or just the same old one.
This is my one and done, honey.
All right, let's say it together. This is my one and done, honey. All right, so I hope this all saves. I hope everything goes well, and if it does, you'll be hearing this right now. Thank you for watching, and
Listening.
oh yeah, listening. And I was going to say, let's say the catchphrase. It's only one and done, honey.